ahead on 12 News, the impact of falling gas prices. While it's good news on your wallet, how those dropping prices may be hurting you in other ways. Plus, a rush on roses, but it's not the only flower popular on Valentine's Day. But first, a grocery chain takes another swing at Maple Grove, where Hy-Vee hopes to open this time. 12 News starts right now. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Iowa-based Hy-Vee is eyeing a new spot in Maple Grove.
The company previously looked at the Arbor Lake shopping area, but those plans were nixed. Now Hy-Vee is looking to western Maple Grove, and Emily Ragoose joins us now with more on that. Emily?
Yes, it's likely to be about a year away before shoppers will be able to walk in the doors to do their grocery shopping. But we sat down with the mayor, who's excited about Hy-Vee coming to Maple Grove.
It will become an area of commerce. I think that you're going to see additional retailers come and follow Hy-Vee here to this location. And certainly that was the plan, and I think that's the plan of the developer.
The 96,000 square foot store will be situated on the southeast corner of Bass Lake Road and 101. It's still in the planning phases, but if there aren't any hitches, construction could begin this spring. While Maple Grove currently has around 10 grocery stores, the mayor says they're lacking one in the western part of the city.
Way more convenient. I mean, as a person who lives in that general area, I can say it will be way more convenient to us to go there and get our groceries than, you know, having to go all the way downtown and back.
And I also spoke with retail expert Dave Brennan with the University of St. Thomas, and he says that Hy-Vee is quite attractive to shoppers because it's one-stop shopping. There's the grocery store with a wide variety, including upscale items, a restaurant, pharmacy, gas station with car wash, and they'll also be offering home delivery. And Mike and Shannon, it's in the planning phase now, and the Planning Commission will be looking at it later this month.
All right.
We'll be watching.
Thanks, Emily. A few months after Total Wine opened in Maple Grove, Costco now plans to expand its liquor sales. Costco is planning a 6,000 square foot addition onto its store located in the fountains at the Arbor Lake shopping area. The membership-only store says it's seeking the expansion to meet customer product demands. Brooklyn Center may take a significant step toward redeveloping a site that the city has worked on for years. A large strip mall has been torn down on the so-called Opportunity Site, 32 acres of land near Bass Lake Road and Highway 100. The Economic Development Authority may give the go-ahead to write an agreement with the developer to turn it into 7 apartment buildings containing nearly 750 market-rate apartments. It's anticipated that the project could be built in several phases over the next 8 to 10 years. Well, the price at the pump keeps going down.
According to the website TwinCitiesGasPrices.com, the average price for a gallon of gas in the Twin Cities is $1.52. But as oil prices have dropped, so has the stock market. Delane Cleveland joins us now with more on that. Delane?
Yeah, Mike and Shannon, the Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 176 points today to close at 16,027. Financial experts say it goes against market trends that people are typically used to seeing.
Typically, when oil prices are discounted like this, it does provide a stimulus for the market. It's kind of a tailwind. But the fact is that there's a number of other headwinds, and so far those have been kind of overpowering that tailwind.
Andrew Wixon of Wixon Advisors in Maple Grove says dropping oil prices aren't causing the market to drop. If anything, he thinks the dropping stock market is pushing oil prices down. We found gas for $1.47 a gallon at the Shell station in New Hope. Wixon says the supply of oil is too high right now. Meanwhile, given the global instability, especially in China and emerging markets, the oil markets are concerned about the oversupply and the fact that future demand might be reduced. Financial experts, however, say investors need to ride it out.
You're best off trying not to time the market. Nobody can do that. So if it's long-term money, just let it sit there. You know, if it's for retirement and you're not close to retirement, then it's best just to ride it out and not try to play the market, because that makes fools of pretty much everyone.
Wixon went on to say that the low gas prices should eventually lead to an economic stimulus. It just hasn't shown up just yet. As for investors, Wixon said that if you have cash on hand that you don't need in the next 5 years, now would be a good time to buy because prices are discounted by about 10% from where they were a few weeks ago. Mike and Shannon?
All right, thank you, Delane. The buses may not look much different, but what's under their hood seems to run much better than the old diesel buses that have been around for years.
Now, many kids who ride school buses in the Osseo and Anoka-Hennepin school districts will also get a cleaner, quieter ride to school. First Student recently bought 36 propane-powered school buses for the fleet based in Champlin. One big advantage is that they start easier in cold Minnesota winters than the diesel-powered buses they replaced. The propane also burns cleaner, so there's less smoke coming from the exhaust.
Tailpipe emissions is dramatically less. The particulate matter is, with the diesel product, upon acceleration you may see some black soot coming out of the tailpipe, and you will not see that with the propane product.
And we're told there's no more concern about riding cold school buses in the wintertime. They heat up so well, students have asked drivers to turn down the heat. Osseo and Anoka-Hennepin officials asked for the buses. The spokesperson for the Anoka-Hennepin School District says they will review how well the new buses are working and may urge First Student to buy more of them in the future.
You may have noticed no lunch lines today at local Chipotle restaurants. Signs were posted on the door notifying customers of a later than usual opening. The burrito chain didn't open until 3 p.m. so workers could attend a meeting about the recent food safety scare affecting the company. E. coli and norovirus cases were traced to Chipotle stores across the country. As a result, the company has cut down on local produce and taken other measures to contain the problems. The company is giving away vouchers for free burritos in an effort to win customers back.
Keeping drivers distraction-free continues to be a focus for Plymouth Police. Now the department is focusing this month on another driving impediment, the use of headphones. It's illegal in Minnesota to wear headphones in both ears to listen to music or other entertainment. Drivers can use an earbud in one ear, but not both. Police say drivers need at least one ear to pay attention to sirens and other traffic-related noises. Osseo police are trying to make the public aware of medicine drop boxes like this one. The police department has set up a drop box for unused medications in its Central Avenue lobby. Police say containers like these help keep unused prescription drugs out of the wrong hands and protect children from poisoning. Everything from household prescriptions to over-the-counter medicines will be accepted. Still ahead, roses aren't the only popular purchase for Valentine's Day. We'll show you other flowers that are increasingly popular.
And then later in sports, Maple Grove and Champlin Park meet in a big matchup in boys basketball.
But first, bundle up, even colder on Tuesday. Low gas prices and promotional sales are two reasons why the National Retail Federation says Americans could spend a record high on Valentine's Day this year.
And no surprise, flowers are still one of the most popular gifts for your Valentine. One Plymouth company has plenty of experience in flowers, as Valentine's Day is one of their busiest days of the year. In the dead of winter, you can count on a Plymouth business getting ready to bloom.
Growing cut flowers in a northern climate like this is very unusual.
But for the last 50 years, it's been business as usual for Lynn Busch Roses.
We have over 500,000 square feet of production growing cut flowers and blooming plants for our local market.
Patrick Busch is the second generation to own and manage the wholesale florist and grower that employs 150 people and supplies flowers to 400 florists and 250 supermarkets.
Well, it's great for us, and it's great because the consumer's understanding that getting a fresher product locally is a benefit to them.
Despite the name, roses are a small part of the business. Competition in Columbia pushed the company to specialize in plants that are fragile to transport, but still in local demand.
So we've diversified into other crops like alstroemeria and lilies and the gerberas like you see behind me, and tulips and blooming plants.
Preparations for Valentine's Day started a year ago, so now it's crunch time.
Valentine's is like about a 5 times increase in sales, so it's a ton of planning and a ton of work, but it's one of the biggest volume holidays of the season. So we love this holiday. It's hard work though.
After Valentine's Day, the company will see a bump in business for Easter and again on Mother's Day. But after that, there's a steady demand for flowers for weddings and funerals all year long.
Do quite a few things to stay competitive, but it's worked well, and we're glad to be doing it.
Patrick Busch says roses are always popular for Valentine's Day, but tulips have been trending up too. And Mike, on a winter day, that's a neat place to be. It's very pretty inside there.
Lots of color in there too, isn't there?
Yes. Coming up, what made a group of superheroes feel terrified?
But first in sports, the girls' hockey playoffs get underway. John Jacobson has that and more when we come back. John Jacobson joins us with sports, and it's part of February and March Madness, maybe hockey in Minnesota, and what the teams do now counts, doesn't it?
Right, that's for sure, and playoff time coming in a lot of sports. We are coming down to the end of the regular season in high school boys hockey. In the Northwest Suburban Conference, Maple Grove was looking to make it 2 wins in a row as they played their final road game of the season at Champlin Park. First period of play, Sam Ross passes to Trevor Janicki, who feeds Jacob Valancourt. He keeps banging at the puck before he scores, and Maple Grove leads 1-0. Later in the period, Janicki will take it himself and score from a tough angle, and the Crimson lead the game 2-0 through 1. Good scoring chance in the second period by the Rebels' Derek Smith, but he's denied by Crimson goalie Brady Goodman to keep Champlin Park off the board. Janicki gets his 3rd point of the night, setting up Jack Kelly's wrist shot from the slot. Maple Grove is up 3-0 through 2. The Rebels finally break through in the 3rd period. Keegan Bauman, nice feed to Brady Swanstrom for the goal to make it 3-1. The Rebels, though, can't score again, and Justin Kelly adds an empty net goal for the Crimson as Maple Grove beats Champlin Park 4-1. The playoffs are underway in girls hockey. Wayzata struggled some late in the season, but the Trojans had little trouble as they faced the North Metro Stars in the Section 6AA quarterfinals. Lindsay Zeck picks off the clearing attempt and sinks a wrist shot under the crossbar for a 1-0 Wayzata lead 3.5 minutes in. Up 2-0, the Trojans get another goal. Allie Wiedela sets up Tyra Swanson. Wayzata puts 3 goals in just over 3 minutes. North Metro gets one back. Nice goal as Emily Ock stick handles around the defender and snaps the shot past Sarah Stelter to make it a 3-1 game. But Wayzata dominates play. Natalie Heising on a partial breakaway tucks the puck in, and Wayzata leads 6-1 after a period. In the second, Taylor Nelson's pass deflects off the goalie, but still gets to Sammy Meister for the shot and goal, and the Trojans skate to a 10-2 win. A mild upset in the first quarterfinal game in Section 6AA as 5th seed Benilde St. Margaret's knocks off 4th seed Hopkins Park 2-0 despite being outshot 37-9. Goalie Anna DiGiulio had 37 saves to key the win for the Red Knights. Number 2 seed Creighton-Durham Hall beat Armstrong Cooper 7-0. In the semifinals Wednesday, Benilde meets top seed Edina at 5:30, and Wayzata plays Creighton-Durham Hall at 7:30 at Parade. The championship game is Friday at Ritter Arena. In Section 5AA, Champlin Park plays a solid game, but number 2 seed Centennial eliminates the Rebels 4-3. Number 1 seed Maple Grove had a bye into the semifinals on Tuesday, where they will play Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids. Blaine plays Centennial in the other semifinal at Roseville Arena. The Maple Grove and Champlin Park boys basketball teams are both ranked in the top 10 in Class 4A. The Crimson were out to break a 4-game losing streak to the Rebels as these two powers met at Champlin Park. Fast start for the Rebels. Marcus Hill with the bucket in transition puts Champlin Park up 8. Josiah Strong came off the bench and scored 11 first-half points for the Rebels. But the Crimson finished the half strong. Reed Nico taking the lob pass, dunks it home for 2. He had a dozen points in the night. Brad Davison with a 3-pointer here. He had 11 first-half points. Crimson up 38-31 at halftime on youth basketball night. Early in the second half, McKinley Wright drives to the basket and scores, pulling the Rebels within 3, but that is as close as they would get. Wright scores 20 points, but Davison leads all scorers with 26, including 2 and a foul here. Maple Grove wins it 65-58. In girls basketball, Osseo shooting for a season sweep of Armstrong. Second half action, Armstrong on the run. Latea Turman to Olivia Hecht for the layup. Falcons pull within 3. Osseo surges though. Mina Port pops a 3, and the Orioles are up by 11. Falcons try to battle back. Turman drives, kicks it to Masengo Mutunda for a 3. and she scores 21 points in the game. But Osseo keeps its lead. Ari Jones to Kiara Russell for the lay-in, and it's 59-47. Russell scores 33 points to lead all scores, and they win it over Armstrong 65-55. And that is a look at sports for today.
All right, thanks, John. Still ahead, a very chilly assignment for Maple Grove Police.
We'll be right back. Fire dancers brought the heat to Plymouth's Fire and Ice Festival over the weekend. The annual event draws more than 3,500 people to Parker's Lake Park. Some of the favorite events include the recycle bin races as well as snow bowling. Sponsors and city funds help make it all happen.
This is one of the big events that is provided through taxpayers because we want to give them quality special events to the public and make it happen in the winter as well as the summer, and this is a perfect event for that.
Another favorite event, a contest for goofy hats, which the Kane and Radford family was proud to show off. Goofy indeed, right?
Good for them.
Well, finally, Maple Grove Police Chief Eric Werner brought his tactical team for a very chilly assignment.
3, 2, 1, plunge!
There they go. It was cold, but not as cold as other years for the Maple Grove Polar Plunge to support the Special Olympics. More than 600 people took part on Saturday, including a group of superheroes from Maple Grove Hospital who were actually terrified. I would be too. For many of them, it was their first polar plunge. For other superheroes like Gina Christ, it was reliving freezing for a reason.
I did this one other time about 10 years ago, and I forgot how cold the water really is, but I'm remembering.
It's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun to be out here and support this organization. The water is cold, but the air is warm, so believe it or not, it feels good getting out.
It's a good thing they didn't plunge today, though. Much colder out there. This year's plunge raised more than $200,000 for Special Olympics Minnesota. And they actually look excited to get in the water there.
Even more excited to get out and find the towel. Imagine jumping today when the wind's about 30 miles an hour,
I
though.
think that's what they usually have to do. So
Wow.
they lucked out a Saturday, I guess.
Yeah, and good for them. It takes some guts to do that, you know.
That's right, for a good cause. That's all the time we have for now. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
And we will see you back here again tomorrow starting at 4.